Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Y'all hit that like button and please subscribe. And once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television series that I have reviewed, and also my pop culture chats. And this is what we're getting into, our pop culture chat. Now, y'all ready? I know y'all read the title, but let me just play it anyway. Guess who's back, y'all? We got some good news for Mr. Jonathan Majors. He has a new role. So we're going to get into this Deadline article. I know you've seen this all on the interwebs, but you haven't seen it with me. And I don't care what you say, I am the best. Let's get into this. All right, let's get into this article by Deadline. Let me figure out which one I want to use. All right. Don't use that one. Mhm. I like this better. All right. Let me move my article over here so I can read it to you all. All right, this is by Deadline. It's written by Justin Kroll. It says Jonathan Majors to star in new supernatural revenge thriller Merciless from Martin Villeneuve. Villeneuve. All right, so let's go ahead and read this article. It says this is an exclusive. Jonathan Majors is set to star in the revenge thriller Merciless, which is based on an original screenplay by Frank Hanna. Martin Villeneuve, the younger brother of filmmaker Denis Villeneuve, will direct. The younger Villeneuve is known for his sci-fi opus Mars et Avril. Okay. Merciless follows a top CIA interrogator who, after the woman he loves is overtaken by a malevolent force, is forced to go even darker to defeat it. The film will mark Major's first role since his third-degree assault and harassment conviction earlier this year. The movie will shoot in Saskatchewan, and that's in Canada. Is that a city or is that a province? But I'm just going to keep going. In the late fall. So he's going to be filming this fall, and that's only a few months away. Uh, Maybe that's why he dropped down so much weight and just kind of tighten it up and slim it up because he doesn't need to be big and bulky to play a CIA agent. But we're glad to see that he's back. Let's continue to read this article. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to see if I can, because usually I can make it a little bit bigger, but it's not working. It's not cooperating. Merciless, it intertwines themes of possession, revenge, and personal justice within a haunting narrative. This is going to be interesting. Do you think it's going to be super? Did it say a supernatural thriller? Let me go back up. Yes, it did say supernatural. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with some untoward forces. This is going to be interesting. The project was developed by producer Christopher Tuffin, who will soon unveil his new global media venture heading into the Toronto Film Festival. It is expected to be demonstrative of his new venture's descriptive nature. On that, according to Tuffin. Let me read that again. The project was developed by producer Christopher Tuffin, who will soon unveil his new global media venture heading into the Toronto Film Festival. It is expected to be demonstrative of his new venture disruptive nature, one that, according to Tuffin, refuses to let the court of public opinion and selective prosecution undermine great art and artists. Now, Christopher Tuffin has sat up here and said a word. So, Christopher Tuffin is saying that he is not part of this cancel culture. He's not part of any of this stuff. He's not part of that. If he's got someone that's a good actor, he is going to use them. And you remember I said earlier this year, after the sentencing, I said, and I don't remember which video it was, but go back and check out all my videos in regards to Jonathan Majors if you want to have some play-by-play and update about what's going on. I said all it takes, he has the talent. All it takes is for one person to believe in that talent and to allow him to come back and allow for him to do the work that he has to do. Um, and so we see that Mr. Tuffin thinks like probably a majority of people who think, but because of this day and age, if you say something, people are ready to cancel you, get you fired from your job, and all of this other stuff. They're ready to do all of these things. So this is nice to see that somebody took an opportunity. And with this, it sounds like he is heading up a lot of different projects, a lot of different things that I think that Jonathan Majors probably can be able to get his footing in. And maybe this is a good place since that to shop his magazine dreams film. But I don't want to get ahead of that. We want him to get back in and get his feet wet and all those other things. Do I think he's going back to Marvel? I don't think so. I think at this point, and I'm going to do another video because I've got some information or stuff going on about um Mahershala Ali and Blade, but I don't think so because I don't think Marvel has gotten to the point where they're so enthralled with the multiverse that they're just not putting out good quality movies, or they're trying to think ahead 15 phases instead of thinking right here, right now, and then move forward. But we're not talking about Marvel. We'll talk about that on another video. Let's continue. Tuffin played a big part in the success of Sound of Freedom, which became one of the big box office hits last summer, grossing more than $250 million worldwide theatrically and $400 million in all media. That's impressive. In graduate school, I had the good fortune to study screenwriting under blacklist scribe Millard Lampel and learn from him the dangers of letting politics undermine due process and deprive artists of their careers, Tuffin said. I considered it an honor and a privilege to be working with Jonathan, who is such a great talent now that this matter had been adjudicated. I tell y'all, it just takes one. That's all it takes. It takes one to believe in your talent. It's up to Jonathan to do whatever he does. He's a good actor and everything like that. Finish up his uh the requirements of his sentencing and get out here and do the work. The only thing I ask of him is just watch who he hang with. That's all. Anyway, it talks about Majors was sentenced to participate in an intervention program after his conviction in December after a March 2023 altercation with his then girlfriend, Jace Dabari. He has pleaded not guilty to 4 misdemeanor counts. The incident led Majors to be dropped from Marvel's MCU and the shelving of his acclaimed movie Magazine Dreams before its release. Tuffin will produce Merciless alongside Kevin Townsend, Kevin Duvall, along with executive producer Amanda Delaplane, Chris Och, and Andrew Bates and Ben DeWalt. Okay. Majors is repped by WME. Villeneuve is repped by Gersh and the character's talent agent. And see, you remember those what is it's been so long since the trial, I have lost names. What is the first name of Jonathan Majors' attorney? Because this is the first name of the lady that he was being represented, the talent agency that was representing him. The I can't remember what her name was. I can't remember what her name is. But anyway, charge it to my head, not my heart. But you remember WME? You remember his friend who got on the stand for him is his talent representative from WME, and WME never dropped him. So I think it's a good move for him to have moved to Los Angeles. I think it's a good move for him to have continued to move the way he moved in silence, didn't say anything, didn't talk about anything, didn't go off on anybody, didn't do the Why Me tour, didn't do any of those things, and then made sure that he got connected with people who saw his talent and allowing him a chance. Are you all going to support? Are you all going to support? I'm looking forward to this. And I'm also looking forward to him to getting that Magazine Dreams movie out, because I think there were so many people connected with it, with the director and the other actors. It's a shame for that movie to be shelved for the stuff that's going on with Jonathan, that went on with Jonathan Majors. I think those projects should have been allowed to come out. So I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him that he's able to get this movie and get this thing. I hope this is a good role that he can really uh gnash his teeth in and put out a really good performance. Congratulations to you, Mr. Jonathan Majors. I'll be looking forward to seeing this movie. What are you all thinking? Y'all leave it down in the comments. All right, people. Y'all tell a friend, y'all tell a kin, y'all tell a coworker, y'all tell that heifer who you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye-bye.